you see, you must go to the origin of the Dravidian and DMK ideology. They used to openly declare in 1950s and 60s that the temple of Srirangam and Chidambaram should be blasted with mortar fire. They had a special hate for this temple. And they had a special hate for the Dikshitars, who were the only people who were maintaining the overall management and the rituals and also the traditions of the temple. No one else knows about what is the tradition of the temple. They only know. You have been targeting this for the last 70 years. This is the first point. So you could never come to terms with the existence of this temple. You wanted it mortar blasted. This is the first point. Second point is, this is the only temple which has been kept out of the control of the HR&CE department by the Supreme Court. Something which they could never accept. How can a temple be beyond our control? So for 5-7 years, from 2013, it has been going all right till 2021. So for how 2021 became the break point for all things, wrong things happening in the temple. The same HR&CE department was there. Same devotees were there. No devotee complained. There was no Dalit or other Harijan people being ill-treated. You can always make up. You are the police power. You are the government with you. And they are minority of minorities. And so you can cook up any case against them. But their target is to ensure that this temple incurs such bad name, to ensure that even the Supreme Court will think twice whether they have done the right thing or not. But I can tell you one thing. The Supreme Court has recognized the special nature of the temple. And even the allegations which they made, financial irregularities, they have got to go to the Supreme Court and tell them these are the financial irregularities. And they have to have an independent assessment done by someone who is impartial. Your police cannot do it. Your HR&CE department cannot do it. Second, you are making some allegation that there has been some girl who has been married who is not of age. And what kind of thing? You do two-finger test. The governor has written about it. So that shows your intent. Your intent is to bring the Dikshitars to disrepute and condemn them without any hearing. Okay, punish them. How can you take over the temple? Let us assume an illegal practice takes place in a mosque. Will you take it over? In a church, will you take it over? The day before yesterday, there was a huge clash in a church between two groups of Christians. A DMK MLA was involved. You take over the administration of the church. You punish them. Anyone who is doing irregularity anywhere, whether he is in a temple or mosque or gurdwara, must be punished. Even army could be sent, provided the scale of illegality is that. You can always punish people under law. Why do you go and take over the temple? Send some police and ask them to ascend to the platform where you are not supposed to ascend during a particular period. And it is a small platform in which not more than 30-40 people can stand. And there are thousands of devotees who would like to climb on that. There will be stampede if you allow it. You must go to the temple to see why that regulation is needed. I must tell you, even politicians of all castes have been allowed. How do you categorize this? They are also upper caste. Ministers have been allowed, MLAs have been allowed, MPs have been allowed. Do they belong to any caste? See, you can make any allegation. All ministers have gone. There are Nadu, one of the famous ministers of DMK, he was given vibhuti and he threw it like this. He was also on the stage. He was not a Brahmin. You go there only to desecrate the temple. Okay, you are allowed because you are in position, you are a big man, you are a minister, you are an MLA. But to allege that only Brahmins are being allowed is an atrocious allegation. Yeah, I have myself seen I have myself seen all kinds of people climbing on because they belong to the government or this party or that party or MP or MLA.